Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I don't quite know how or where to start this video. I have had so many vlog style videos planned and I have so many more planned for the rest of this season that I'm really excited to share. But I haven't uploaded one yet since autumn in my head started at the beginning of September for a few reasons, and I was debating whether to share them with you or whether to keep them private, because in some ways it feels strange to share too much of your personal life on the internet. But on the other hand, this channel and my videos, I've always wanted them to be a space where there is vulnerability and honesty and not just a curated, beautiful lifestyle that's portrayed that is unattainable for people to achieve. A lot of my videos are about coziness and comfort and finding the joy of stories, but sometimes life isn't cozy and comfortable. Sometimes life is hard, and so I felt like it would be wrong almost not to share a little bit of what my last couple of weeks, last few months have been like. I think it would also help this video to understand where I'm at the beginning of this vlog. So for the last couple of weeks I have been recovering from surgery. Nothing major, but major for me in my life. And it's actually been the second surgery I've had this year. So needless to say, the last couple of weeks have been quite tiring. I've been in quite a bit of physical pain. I haven't really got out and done a lot. Pretty much just been housebound for 2 weeks. And within that, I've been feeling so low. And I think that's kind of normal when you have a lot of time just on your own, without somebody else around you all day long, just kind of lost in your thoughts. I think you start to deal with some of the things that you push aside when you're busy. And I've just been feeling a bit off. So today is a day where I'm picking myself back up. So I started the day with a little bit of a walk. I was actually planning to go somewhere else for a walk, but the forecast was 95% chance of rain, and now it's pouring it down and very gloomy and dark. It is very much autumn now. So instead of driving really far away for the perfect walk, we went to our local woods to just go for a little bit of a stroll whilst it was just drizzling. So that was really nice, just to get some air, just to be in nature after being stuck in the house for a while. But I think I managed about half an hour before I was out of breath. So came back home and I've been spending the rest of the morning reading. I've been reading Shady Hollow by Janu Black. It's actually by two different authors who write together as this author. And I have been loving it. This book is exactly what I've been needing. And I've been saving it for this video. It's a cozy murder mystery set in a woodland community. So all of the characters are animals, but they kind of have human characteristics in that they run shops and go and get coffee, and one of the main characters is the owner of a coffee shop, and one of them is a reporter for a newspaper. They have a police station. It's all very like a human community, but they're all woodland animals, and they sort of have this truce with each other that they're not gonna eat each other, and they live a vegetarian lifestyle, and it's very weird and strange to get your head around, but once you do, it is so charming and wonderful, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a murder mystery, so in this story, the toad of the community, who everyone doesn't really like very much because he was a bit of a busybody and a bit of a mean old man. He, at the beginning of the story, has been murdered, and the characters are trying to find out what's going on and who's done it, because this is a very cozy woodland community where nothing bad ever really happens. So it's kind of caused quite a stir in this community. It feels like when you go to a murder mystery night, if you've ever been to a murder mystery night where you get given a character and you have to role play your character. In the beginning of the book, it gives you a list of all of the different characters and then kind of a little bit about them and what they might know. Kind of like when you go to a murder mystery night. So for example, Gladys Honeysuckle, as the town gossip and busybody, there's nothing Gladys doesn't know. She was the one to find the body and sound the alarm, but perhaps she already knew where to look. It just reminds me of what you would be given on a murder mystery night. So my plan for this afternoon is to carry on reading and also to finally decorate the house a little bit for autumn. When I say decorate, I'm not going too crazy with the decorating. I more just want to create a few little cozy corners in my living room and just make it a little bit warmer and cozier for the season. The first thing I want to do is put a picture up on the big blank wall that we've had above the sofa ever since we renovated this room. I've wanted to put a very curated gallery wall up on there, but the longer that time has passed and the longer that we've gone with a bare wall whilst I find all this artwork, the more I've just felt like something needs to go up there, even if it's not the beautiful Pinterest board of my dreams. So I bought a rustic looking frame from Etsy, and I've also downloaded a autumnal kind of vintage print. And my thinking is that each season, a perfect way to redecorate the room rather than buying loads of decor is simply to just download another print and print it out. It's such a cheap way of doing it. A print costs maybe £3 to download the file of, and then maybe £10 to go and get it printed as a poster. So it's just a really affordable way of changing up the feel and the look of the room. So that's the first thing that I'm doing. And then I'm also going to be putting fairy lights up and just decorating with things that I already have. So that is the plan for the rest of the day. I'm really excited about it. It's just going to be a slow and gentle day of recovering and reading and getting a little bit out of this weird mood that I've been in. If you haven't already, go and grab yourself a comforting warm drink and get cozy, and I really hope that you enjoy the rest of this video. And I will check in again once I have read some more of Shady Hollow. like I always end my reading vlogs tired and sleepy with bags under my eyes, but this is what a day full of reading and decorating and walks and lovely food has done to me. After dinner, Johnny and I played Fox in the Forest, which is a 2-player card game that we bought back in lockdown when I was grasping at things to do, and I discovered 2-player board games. I don't think we've played it since COVID lockdowns, but I pulled it out because I feel like today has been very woodland themed after the walk and a book about woodland creatures and decorating with woodland things. I felt like I needed a woodland game to finish it off, but I spent the rest of my night finishing Shady Hollow, and I absolutely loved this book. It was everything that I expected but wanted and hoped it would be. If you're looking for an autumnal feeling book that is cozy and a little bit whimsical but keeps you kind of turning the pages but isn't too intense, then this is your book. It is so charming and very well described. Like, all the settings and the locations in the story are described in such a way that I really felt them, and really, even though they're clearly very not real, I mean, ravens don't own bookshops, but I really wanted to be in this bookshop owned by a raven. It sounded amazing. It feels like a game of Cluedo or going to a murder mystery night, or maybe like watching Scooby-Doo. It's that kind of murder mystery where it doesn't really matter that much who the murderer is or what actually happened, but it's about the people discovering the murder. It's about the people who are affected by it, and it's about the friendships and relationships that are formed. So yes, overall a wonderful book to have spent my day reading. It's only just over 200 pages, so it's perfect if you want a book to read in a day or even in an afternoon. I read it throughout the day but also did a lot of other things in my day, so it's definitely one that you can just read in a very short amount of time. There's also 2 sequels, I think, so I'm definitely thinking of picking up the next one. I've also heard that they get better with each book. So yeah, I'm excited and really enjoyed this book and would fully recommend it. So that marks the end of this reading vlog. Thank you so much for joining me, especially if you made it to the end of the video. I appreciate it so much. I would love to know, what are you reading at the moment? Are you enjoying it? Have you read Shady Hollow? What were your thoughts? Particularly if you've read the sequels, I'd love to know. And what are your favourite autumnal activities to do? How do you enjoy embracing this time of year? I'm feeling much more positive and uplifted than I was at the beginning of the day. I think it's always helpful to spend time in nature, spend time doing something that you love intentionally, which for me is reading, and also doing something practical like decorating or whatever that looks like for you, maybe making something. I find doing those sorts of things always helpful. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening, whatever time it is where you are, and I will see you very soon in the next video.